Yeah. So when you were fixing your gut, you were, I mean, did you do it through food or do you take high strength probiotics? Like what was your approach?
Our gut is an ecosystem, just like our skin, our sinuses, ear, nose, throat. There's a whole terrain and ecosystem there, kind of like a rainforest. So when I did testing, it turned out I had a lot of parasites and a lot of fungal overgrowth on the oat test, the organic acid test. And when I was digging deep in the ecosystem about them, I had H. pylori. H. pylori lives inside Candida. In fact, many pathogens live within another pathogen. Lyme, we know it's an intracellular, it lives in other bacteria, but Lyme may also live in our mucosa cells. It may also live in certain parasites. So my approaches are, we do concurrent protocols. If we're trying to reduce, let's say, Klebsiella, Citrobacter, pathogenic E. coli, or H. pylori, we also will do a protocol to lower the burden of the host it lives in. So H. pylori lives in Candida. These other microbes, they may also live in other entities like Candida. So we do antifungal botanicals along with antibacterial botanicals. These are often different. They have different. So with my pharmacy background, it was really helpful to look at this spectrum of activity for different botanicals. And then I use combined botanicals to knock these out. And at the same time, we don't want to wipe out the good bacteria. So we're always doing high dose probiotics when people tolerate it. And so it's called it's like gardening. We're weeding, seeding, and feeding. We're putting compost and fertilizer in. That's just basically fiber prebiotics. And we start with really gentle ones to begin with, like polyphenols. We know that polyphenols will feed Bifidobacterium and lactobacilli and Akkermansia. Akkermansia loves, pomegranate and blueberry, berry extracts, cranberry extracts. So the feeding is very gentle at first, and then we'll amp it up to actually like 30, 50 grams of prebiotics eventually. Psyllium, inulin, FOS, GOX, XOS, things like that. Our ancestors used to eat like 130 grams of prebiotics daily in their diet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I know I lived in China as an expat for 3 years, and all the daily meals were really high in fiber.
Yes.
Yeah. Including like konjac jellies, with soy sauce. That's glucomannan. It's known to reverse diabetes. It fills up our gut, it swells. And the flora love it. Yeah, and it's rich in vegetables, but they're also rich in lentils and beans, soybeans. This is a very, rich source of prebiotics for the flora.